I was really sitting here thinking like this was gonna be pretty much the same song, but no. Soyeon is just so brilliant, like I cannot. Hello Claire Bears, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I am extra excited to react to my next album in I-DLE's discography, which is I Trust, that I technically should have done before I Burn, but so many of you were just like hyping up I Burn so much that I was impatient and I just jumped straight into it. But I feel like I Trust is going to be really special for me in a way because it's already special in that it has two of the very first I-DLE songs that I ever heard when I did my first time reacting to I-DLE video, and to this day they remain two of my favorite I-DLE songs. So I'm really excited to see what else we have on this album, even though it is a shorter album, it's a mini album. But we've got some other content I haven't seen related to these two songs. We've got some B-sides, we've got an English version of Oh My God, a lot that I'm excited for. So we're gonna get into the video, but I thought that I would show you some photo cards that I got because one of my favorite stores to get K-pop albums and merch from, which is called kpopmusicstorekorea.com, which like sounds like a scam, but when I was looking on Reddit to try to find good stores to buy K-pop albums and merch from in Canada that, you know, didn't have insane shipping costs or, you know, duties, this was one of the sites that came up on Reddit. And even though they don't have free shipping, the albums often are cheaper than other websites, so it kind of evens out. And then another thing that I really like about them is that they sell photo cards outside of the album, you know, official photo cards. And a lot of the times they're on sale, so you can get full sets of photo cards for, you know, $4-5 Canadian, which is, you know, like $3-4 US dollars. So when I was there buying another album, I saw that they had these I Am Free photo card sets that were on sale. They were half price. I think they were $5 Canadian dollars. And then another thing that I really like about this store is that they always throw in free photo cards with pretty much every order. So even though this was the only I-DLE thing that I ordered in this order, I still got 4 free additional photo cards. It looks like 2 of which are from the 2022 World Tour, and then 2 of which are from the 2023 Season's Greetings. So for the 2022 tour, this is one, it's kind of like a group photo, and then we have Yuki here in kind of like a sassy pose. And then for the Season's Greetings photos, we have a Miyeon photo card and then another Yuki photo card where they look very beautiful. Now I'm going to open this set because I have not opened it yet. So first we have Miyeon again. I feel like this is like a go-to pose for her. Then we have Minnie here with it, looking very cute with her smile. And I feel like bangs just look so good on her. She pulls them off so well. And then we have another Yuki photo card with some like fierce ass nails here. And then my fave Soyeon next. She looks so like soft and elegant here. Again, their nails are all so freaking cool. And then last but not least, we have Shuha looking very innocent. So here are all the cards, and I'm looking forward to adding them to my binder. But now that that's done, let's get to the video. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have a pumpkin spiced iced cappuccino from Tim Hortons. It's a very Canadian beverage. Today it's about 23 degrees out. However, you know, me being a white lady, I'm all about the pumpkin spice, all about bringing on the fall things. So I felt like an iced pumpkin spice cappuccino was the intermediary, but it's kind of like completely melted because I got this like a whole half hour ago. This honestly just tastes like a nice cappuccino. I have no idea where the pumpkin spice comes into play, but you know, it would be pretty unpatriotic of me to dislike an ice cap from Tim Hortons. So, you know, I still like it. Okay, so to get us started here with I Trust, I'm going to be reacting to the dance practice for Oh My God, since I already reacted to the music video for this, but you know, we always like to get a full sense of the album as a whole. So since I have not seen this dance practice yet, why not react to it? And I have to say, I love the aesthetic for this album in general, which is why I went a little bit darker with my outfit and my lipstick than I usually would today. So, you know, lots that I'm looking forward to in this video. So let's watch the dance practice. They feel so far away. Feels very sinister. And I love the short hair so much on Soyeon. I think it's my favorite look on her. I just love the sounds too, like hearing their feet and their hands hitting the floor. And I love the choreography because I feel like it goes so well with the lyrics. There's this feeling here of like worship with the arms out, and then it's just like, oh my god. It's great. Oh. I don't know if this is going to be our last Soojin album. You have to do it every time. I always do. And I feel like it's interesting because with the dancers, like the backup dancers, they've always been the ones in front of the members, which is kind of unusual. I feel like normally they're either behind them or around them, not in front of them. So in a way, even though it's about this song is like, oh my god, like them worshiping someone else, it almost feels like the dancers are in a way like they're subjects or like they're guards or something along those lines. It feels like they're protecting the group or you know, like being an extension of the group, which is kind of interesting. Lots of hands in this choreography. See what I mean? It almost feels like they're channeling power, like in and out of their dancers. This is the first time in the song where they're really taking a backstage. It's just so creative. Now it almost feels like they're like a spider, the formation they're in. That was so good. I feel like because there are just so many groups out there and it is so difficult to make yourself stand out compared to other idols and bring something different to the table, it's just like such a challenge to be able to bring something new and something different to the table. But I feel like I-DLE have really just established this brand for themselves of not being afraid to go there, if that makes sense. Beyond just what could be interpreted as like the sapphic themes of this song, it's also the way in which the choreography for this was more of a performance than it was like a routine that was really complex and difficult. It was more so about the feeling and the emotion of the song and what story they were trying to tell, rather than, you know, being like, oh, I can do a lot of really cool moves. And the choice as well of where the backup dancers were, and it wasn't almost like they were backup dancers. It was, I don't even know what you call that. Just really channeling the emotions of the members and the meaning of the song so well. So that was really, really fascinating for me. And an example of how like fantastic choreography and doing something unique and different isn't just, you know, having the most intense, difficult choreography. It's being able to tell a story with movement. And those are always my favorite routines. So that was really freaking cool. And of course, I love the song, which made it easy to enjoy. But let's go to our next song here, our first B-side, which is Luv U. So is Luv U going to bring down the intensity from Oh My God, or are we going to keep it up is the question. But again, I really love this aesthetic here with that dark lipstick on them. I feel like a lot of makeup looks in K-pop can be quite minimalist, and it's more about like the fashion and the hair than it is about the makeup. So it's always nice to see a group doing something different and trying a new look, going a bit darker and edgier. So will that aesthetic be reflected in the song? Let's listen to Luv U. Oh my gosh. I just thought of the little girl from, what's the movie called? Despicable Me, who's like, does this count as annoying? I apologize. My most intrusive thoughts won there. Kind of like a zany instrumental here. Does feel very similar to Oh My God so far. Oh, I get electrocuted by your gaze. And that bass. You're foxy. I'm stupid. She sounded like Minnie there. Feelings are bursting out of them. That sounded so gentle. It's an interesting like instrumental here. Don't act stupid because you're kind of cute. And it's interesting to kind of juxtapose the kind of kooky instrumental with the like intensity of their vocals. And they're just like little flourishes in the lyrics too of being kind of lighthearted and zany. So in a way it kind of feels like, oh, I'm losing my mind with how much I love you and how you make me feel. And that little kiss. I love that fell into danger. Yeah, very much feels like throwing caution to the wind in this song. But it's interesting because, like, in a way it feels very similar to Oh My God, because I think it's like the same key, which, you know, I guess makes sense since Oh My God was written by Soyeon and then so was Luv U. But yeah, it's kind of like an enigma of a song in a way, because there's so many contrasting elements. Like I mentioned, a bit of like the silly instrumental paired with like the intensity of the lyrics, but then, you know, those 808s feeling like shaking up your world and disrupting things. It very much gives like playing with fire, because they say things like, don't stare at me so intensely because it's too hot. Feels like I will jump into your embrace. No matter how people keep teaching me that it's bad, I can't hear them like a delinquent. And then you come for my rationale, I'm stupid, and I get lured by you stupidly, where it's almost like I lose all common sense in terms of how I feel about you, which is why I feel like the lighthearted instrumental pairs so well with those like dark bass beats, because it's just like these two things should not go together. And that's kind of what the lyrics are saying. It's like, I know better, but I still can't stop myself. It feels like a distinctly Soyeon song, which brings us to our next song, Maybe, which is also a Soyeon song according to the I-DLE Wikipedia. And we've got a much brighter aesthetic here for this song. And I feel like oftentimes the people who create these lyric videos pair the different concepts from the album to the song. So are we going to get a bit more of like a brighter, upbeat song here? Because, you know, between Oh My God, Luv U, and then Lion, which we're going to hear next, I feel like it's a very dark, sinister vibe from this album so far, in terms of like the perils of love and how it can get you in danger. So let's listen to Maybe. Yeah, different choices of percussion. First of all, we had like the lips, and then now we have the like clapping. So interesting choices of percussion on this album. I love it when Soyeon sings though. Resent you all day, but to leave you. Oh. Huh. The song is a really interesting instrumental. Yeah, it's kind of like this level of indecision. Maybe. I'll be by your side. Maybe. Like, even though I don't like being with you, being alone is like a scarier feeling. I feel like the instrumental kind of represents that in a way. It doesn't feel bright, but it doesn't really feel dark either. It's like they've struck like a really interesting balance. It almost feels like you're in purgatory. Maybe. Yeah, like I feel this album obviously is very like So-yeon album, but as I listen to I-DLE more and more, I feel like I'm getting such an idea of how each of them are as songwriters, because, you know, like I feel like I know mini songs like before I even knew that a mini song was a mini song. I knew it was a mini song, if you know what I mean. And so I feel like I'm now getting to understand that with So-yeon as well. And even though this is obviously a mini album, it's a short album with only, you know, 4 songs and then an English version of one of the songs, it feels like a true concept album. And I just freaking love concept albums so much. It's why I love AT so much. It's why I love TXT so much. And I wish more groups would do it, because, you know, some people might say, oh, well, like a lot of these songs sound really similar. But yeah, if you're just like looking at it like at the absolute surface. But what I really like about this album is just like all the little nuances between the songs, since it really starts off with Oh My God and then Luv U, about almost feeling trapped by your love and it just like absolutely controlling you. And then with Maybe, it's almost like that transition of maybe you're starting to realize like this is not healthy for me because you broke and ruined my everything, my daily life, and even my people. Like this is obviously not a healthy relationship. I resent you all day, but to leave you, they can't like necessarily fathom that. But as we know from the next song, which is coming up, Lion being I'm a Queen, they're, you know, coming to this realization. There's this kind of full arc that happens across the album in just 4 songs with this like cohesive feel between all 4 of them, which I just really freaking appreciate. So-yeon is just so brilliant. Like I cannot. The Trouble in Paradise has definitely brewed and has been brewing, so that leads us into Lion next, where again, having already reacted to the music video and this really being the first song that I ever heard from I-DLE, I'm excited to come back to things and take a closer look at the choreography by again reacting to the dance practice. So let's watch the dance practice for Lion. More front and center backup dancers again. It's almost like claws. She's so small. I love it. It feels so animalistic. Oh, I have goosebumps. Whew. Man, like the backup dancers are giving it 100%. Ooh. It's like they're coming out of the cage. Is Winnie wearing an Alpha shirt? Yeah, kind of like with Oh My God, they're really using their arm and hand movements to portray the animalistic lioness. And the queen part too. Ooh, I'm excited. So good. Huh. Ugh, love it. That's my favorite Soyeon rap. And it's not close. So freaking good. I love it when the backup dancers feel like they're part of it, you know? They're not just there. They serve like a distinct purpose. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Just ending like as if they're riding the dancers. See, it even feels weird calling them backup dancers because they don't feel like they're backups in this song and in this routine. They feel like they're very much a part of it and have their own distinct role, which is really clever of the choreographer to do. And I feel like my guess is that it was the same choreographer for this as for Oh My God. And again, like with Oh My God, I love it when the choreography kind of enhances the message of the song because it makes you feel powerful and like you're a queen and you're channeling this animalistic behavior. And it very much does that with this choreography. And it was interesting too to see I-DLE, like the girls portraying a part of what it means to be like a lion, and then the dancers doing another part, because it felt more like the girls had the more like elegant and poised aspects of being like a lioness and prowling and that sort of thing, but then the dancers had the more like attacking parts of when a lion just pounces on their prey. It felt like that's what they were portraying a little bit more. So it was almost like I-DLE was when a lion sort of lurks and approaches before pouncing, which is like the dancers. So again, super cool, obsessed with this choreography, amazing job to whoever choreographed this and to the backup dancers as well. But all right, last song of the album here, which is the English version of Oh My God. I always find it interesting whenever a song that's written in one language is translated to another, whether it's, you know, making a Japanese version, and how exactly the meaning of the song changes, if at all. Because, you know, to make sure that certain lyrics rhyme and don't sound odd together, you do have to somewhat change the lyrics a little bit. Also, I'm curious to see if Soyeon raps in English, because I feel like that is not easy. Like, I can't rap in English, and English is my first language. So I'm looking forward to seeing how exactly things get changed up here in Oh My God, the English version. Nothing can pull me away from your embrace. I'm not going anywhere. Here we go again. I hear the sound of pain flowing slowly through my veins. Oh God, help me. Oh, I don't know how to breathe. Suffer. This cribbing is gonna be. Dude, sign me. Yeah, I guess the chorus doesn't really have to change, does it? Probably losing my mind tonight. Toxic. Ooh. Girl, you make me sick. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I love how at the beginning of this video, I was like, oh, you know, what can be interpreted as like, what can be interpreted as sapphic lyrics, but like, no. I can't even say interpreted anymore. Like, how else on earth could you interpret, can't stop, girl, you make me sick, but then you make me want to stick around. I know I got it bad. It feels good. You may be poison, but sure as hell taste like honey. Like, it's so funny that they're just like so much bolder with the message of the song in the English version. I love it. I'm obsessed. This is amazing. You make me poison, but sure as it tastes like honey. Yeah, this is iconic. I was really sitting here thinking like this was gonna be pretty much the same song, but no. Also, I'm glad that all of the lyrics make sense, because like it might sound like the bare minimum, but a lot of times songs in English, some of the lyrics just like make no sense. So everything here made perfect sense. The message was delivered loud and clear. But you know, on a more serious note, I don't necessarily want to speak on behalf of an entire community, but I could imagine, you know, being an LGBTQ plus K-pop fan and hearing a song like this, that it would mean a lot to you. Because even though I think I remember reading somewhere that Soyeon mentioned the use of female pronouns was kind of like open to interpretation, even then it still is like very powerful to have women singing about women in this way or using female pronouns in this way in a song. Like, regardless, it's a political statement and a risk that they took that could potentially alienate some people, but they're doing it anyway because clearly that was something important to Soyeon in her writing process, which is again why one of the reasons why I love I-DLE so much is because they don't pull any punches with their music. They make a statement with everything they do. So I love this album. I feel like all of these songs are freaking fantastic, and it's been so interesting and fascinating to see where their sound goes and what direction that they go in. I feel like they always keep you guessing. But I would love to hear from all of you what your favorite song on the album is. I feel like just because of how much Oh My God and Lion have a special place in my heart, they cannot be dethroned from my favorites on this album. But of course, I would love to hear from you what your thoughts are about these songs and about this album as a whole. Oh my gosh, I just realized that the I was missing on the sign the whole time. It was supposed to say in I-DLE I Trust, but it just said in I-DLE Trust. But anyways, friends, thank you so much for joining me for this reaction. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more I-DLE reactions before I get to my next one, feel free to check out what I have on my Patreon. I've got some variety content there, some live performance reactions. So you can check that out and support my channel at patreon.com/laurenclaire. But in terms of my next I-DLE video, I think that I'm going to get to some of those one-off tracks that I missed along the way. Those being Uh-Oh, I'm the Trend, and Dum Dee Dum Dee, especially since I think some of those songs are in their Killing Voice performance, and I want to get to that eventually, but I still have some more stuff along the way. I still have I Never Die as well, and I Love. So there's still more I-DLE to get to along the way. So make sure that you're subscribed as I continue through my I-DLE journey. But until then, I hope that you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, you are embracing your inner lion, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.